74 picks were posted yesterday inside our Discord. I've got a couple free ones here for you on YouTube, including one that will move very fast, so get it in. Let's go. Quick recap how I personally did yesterday. It was a very good day. On PrizePicks, I had two picking groups. I usually rank them like this, and I do groups of mixing and matching. This is how I tell people how I play. So I had two groups, a 4-pick group and a 6-pick group. I had separated the tiers. Went 2 and 2 in the first group, went 4 and 1 with one push in the other group for a total of 6, 3 and 1 on PrizePicks. In my sports betting, oh my goodness, absolutely insane. I absolutely dominated on the sports books yesterday. You also can find a lot of these props on PrizePicks every single day. Every day I see people like, oh, Mitch, I played Cueto over 17.5 on PrizePicks. Well, you know what? That's a good idea. I like them over on books. Of course I like them on PrizePicks. The issue is I just don't have time, my friend. So I tell members, here are my specific PrizePicks selections I made when I saw the board and what was live. As things are added throughout the day, you could have found many of these picks over on PrizePicks. I know for certain both Kyle Wright and Johnny Cueto were over 17.5 on PrizePicks. You could have taken them. They both hit last night. Corbin Burns was at 8 strikeouts. You know, I had him at over 7.5 and at 9+ strikeouts. So of course I think he's going over 8, right? Well, he ended up with 9. He had actually ended up with 10 strikeouts. I think you could have had him at, over 8 on PrizePicks. Johnny Cueto had been bumped up to 4.5 at one point. Well, I had him at 5+ as well. So you could have taken that. So there's so many different ways you can use all of my props. I had an epic day, and it's not like this is new. I'm plus 159 units, company 228.7. And you can see I went 13 and 2, plus 7.19 units. Big bounce back day, minus 2.89 yesterday. But goodness gracious, look at this streak I'm on. 9 and 3 for 3 units. 9 and 8, 1.7 units. 11 and 3, 3.6 units. 11 and 3, 3.1. Had the stinker there, and then doubled it back the very next night. I am on a run that I have not had in a while, and plus 24 units only halfway through the month, on pace for nearly 50 unit profit. Could potentially be our best month yet, since we were dual sporting with basketball and hockey all the way back in January. So go ahead, mysparry.com. You guys can sign up for less than $1 a day, get every single betting and PrizePicks selection from every single capper. That's Professor Elfie, that's Trident DFS, that's Ball Game Bets, that's Bennett, that's myself, that's Salt, that's Zambo. We've got all sorts of people in there providing stuff for all sports. It's wild. All right, my friends, let's go. Let's make some picks. All right, this next first pick, I should say, for PrizePicks, not really anything to do with Robbie Ray and the form he's in or anything like that. It's more so an indictment of just how bad Texas is against left-handed pitching. So on the season against righties, they're actually quite good. Against lefties, they have a 26.2% strikeout rate over the last month of baseball, the third worst in baseball. Now, they're going to manufacture some runs. They actually have the highest WRC+, but they strike out like crazy. And Robbie Ray striking out 1.12 batters per inning. Swinging strike rate still in the 93rd percentile, 15.3%. Some interesting fun stats to read off there. If you take away the first several games of the season for Robbie Ray, where he was clearly off. I mean, he was off. Everyone's talking about it. Like, what's wrong with Robbie Ray? He was walking people like crazy. He had 4 walks twice in the first 5 games, right? He's kind of normalized. He's at 2 to 3 walks per game every single game. That's kind of how he goes. That's how he's been for years. That's Robbie Ray. He's a big strikeout guy. He'll walk a lot of people, and he'll strike out a lot of people. Well, the walks have sustained a little bit. You can see that he's going a little bit deeper into games now. He's gone 18+ innings in 6 straight games. There's a lot to like here. And the hits as well, just trending down. He had given up 10, 5, 7, 5, 5, 7, 6, 8 in the first half of the season. Last 6 games, no more than 4, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 3. He's just better right now. He's not given up more than 1 run in 6 straight starts. 6 straight starts. You hearing me? That's wild. That's wild for Robbie Ray. So you've got a guy here who's, clearly in the zone right now. Got a decent matchup. I'm taking the over 6.5 strikeouts, but I will say this. I haven't looked. If it's like 39 or so, I do like the over for fantasy points as well. And they don't have them listed. Lucky them. I was going to target that right here live as I had talked my, 40.5. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's say he gets that quality start, 6 innings. Let's say 18. He's averaged 18 over. Let's look at the last 5 games. Averaged 18.5 outs. So let's say he gets just 18 outs. We'll round down. That gives him 18 points right there. Strikeout average over the last 5 is 8. Now, let's go down to 7. Let's say he clears the 6.5 strikeouts, which I take the strikeouts over the fantasy points any day, by the way. This gives me one stat to invest into. The fantasy score, you're investing into a lot of different stats: earned runs, innings, strikeouts, and the win, right? So I'll take one prop over a prop that adds up 4 props. So no thank you. But anyway, let's do it. So we got 6 innings. We have 7 strikeouts, and that puts him at 39 points. Quality start would be 43. And if he gets, touched up for a single run, all right, he's down to 40. Now, if he gets the win, of course, he goes back up to 46. But that's not a lot of room, for error there. You're asking for a really good game. And if you think he's going to get 7 to get that projection I just did, well, what the heck? Just take this. Now, if he gets under that, well, now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble immediately. You actually haven't even beat the prop. If he goes 18 innings, 6 strikeouts tonight, you're under their prop. You're going to be at 40 points. And that's without any runs, giving up any runs. As soon as he gives up any runs, he goes to 37, then he goes to 34, then he goes to 31, and the win might not even matter. So give me the strikeouts. That was close. Let's talk about Zach Plesac. Here's actually an interesting one. I like this a lot. Plesac has been an outs machine. He really has. And I wish I took this last night before I went to bed. I saw the odds. They were like minus 135. I was like, I'll see what happens by the morning. I woke up, I checked it, minus 215 odds. Absolutely crazy for him to hit over 17.5 outs. Now, what does that tell me for the fantasy score? It sounds like he's going to be in a really good spot for the quality start. So let's go ahead and do this. Books have him over 17.5, minus 225 right now, right? So we give him an 18-out baseline. That's a baseline. Oh, by the way, he's had 18 plus in 7 out of his last 8 games. He plays Detroit. Pretty solid opportunity for him to get his 18 outs against Detroit, who has the worst WRC plus in all of baseball against right-handed pitchers in 2022. It's terrible. It's terrible. Second worst on base percentage, too. They stink. They are just bad. So you got Plesac at 18 outs. We're going to give him the quality start as well, because guess what? He hasn't given up more than 3 runs in those 8 games we talked about. So let's say he's got the quality start as well. So 18 outs plus the quality start puts him at 22. He's not giving up many runs, and they're against Drew Hutchinson. So I think that we can probably say he's in line for the W. So we can get 18 plus 10 points, which is the quality start and the win. Now we're at 28 points immediately. Gives up 2 runs. All right. So that puts him at 22. And then the strikeouts, well, my goodness, his average over that stretch of these last 8 games, my friends, let me do some quick math, is at 5 strikeouts. So you're at 22 points. You add 15 points. You're at 37 total, meaning he can actually give up 3 runs today, and you're going to end at 31.5. If we just go with pure averages on the season, 31.5 is right where he will be based on those 8 games. So I'm taking the over. That's a nice 2-pick parlay right here on PrizePicks. And for you sportsbooks junkies like me, let me show you what I posted this morning. And I don't want to give away too many picks here, but I'm going right here. You guys can have this one over 20.5. Sandy Alcantara. I also posted this on Twitter. He has hit this in 12 out of the last 12 games. He's been so good. He's at home. Had 23 outs against Philly last game. Philly WRC plus of just 89 over the last 30 days. A very low on base percentage as well. Walk rate is bottom 10 splits over the last month. Just a lot of metrics here telling me play Sandy Alcantara over 20.5. This will move by the time you watch this video. I hope it's still up. It might move to over 21.5. you know, plus 110, plus 120, and it's still in play, I think. It's just, you know, you're probably not putting in 1.5 units like I had mentioned to my members. So good luck today. I think everyone's going to have a good chance of banking some money. This was a nice and easy stream for me. I like talking through my process while I was doing things there for you. One thing I did not show was, me using the model, me using the data sheets, which I like to look at for that information, but I only have so much time, only so many screens to click on. Wanted to get this video up quickly. Got a lot of coffee running through me today. Massive day yesterday, 13-2 again. And we went 25-5 2 nights ago on Prize Picks. And listen, I just get in. 74 picks yesterday across tennis, Call of Duty, Valorant, CSGO, PGA this morning I just saw get posted, WNBA, and MLB. That's 7 sports that were capped yesterday, and that's basically daily. With NASCAR coming this weekend, there'll be an extra one. Looks like we'll have 8. Money to be made. I'll see you on the inside, my friends. Grab that link. It's down below.